and a is not going to be 1. Almost everything we've done so far, the very first number has been 1. Like we've done stuff like x squared minus 3x minus 40 or something, right? Now, the first number is not going to be 1. Yes, sir?
It's cold.
Just go stand in the corner. It's warm there, 90 degrees. Nothing I can do about it, I'm sorry. Yeah. What's that?
Nothing you can do, you said?
No, it's fixed. I can't do anything about the temperature. Not that cold. Math will make you warm, Alex. Could be that big polar pop you're drinking.
No, it doesn't have that much.
It's super cold, like right here.
Well, you're not doing any math. If you did math, you'd be warm.
No.
Math will make you warm, it's true.
Math is from
Okay. See, that's why. Jackie, you're so funny. You're arguing with me, right? And then you like tell the joke. You crack me up, Jackie. Okay. All right. So, for example, do you remember how Alex, watch, focus, because this is kind of slippery. You ready, Isak? Yeah? Check this out. This is a little tricky. Remember, factoring is the opposite of multiplying, right? So when we're going to factor this, it's going to be the opposite of multiplying these two together, right? And the reason I'm multiplying together first is to kind of refresh your memory about the shortcut. Because we're going to use that same shortcut for multiplying to help us figure out the answer. So, you remember the shortcut, right? FOIL. So, FOIL stands for first, which would be these two, which would be 3x squared, right? And then the O stands for outside, which is this. And that's 15. I stands for inside, which is this, which is 4. X, of course, right? L stands for last, which is 20. And then you know, right? You know that you add the OI. The outside plus the inside, you add that together. So then what you end up with is 3x squared plus 19x plus 20. Yes? Okay.
The first F means F3.
First.
F3 plus X.
Times these two multiplied.
Well, multiply me.
Yeah.
To get that, and then and then.
The outside are those.
Outside.
Inside are these.
Okay.
And last are those two.
But then you add the two middle ones.
Right.
At the end.
That's like the pattern, right? We're going to use that pattern to guess an answer, and then we're going to check it. So, do you remember this, Eminem? So what we do is we use the F and the L to guess. To guess an answer. And then we check the outside plus the inside. Alex, there's lots of ways. There's like lots of these pattern, like, I don't know, there's like charts you can fill out, all kinds of things that can help you with these. But they take forever, and they won't help you understand. This is the best way to start. And yeah, you'll see. Okay, chop chop. Here we go. Ready? Sam, we know the answer to this is this. Okay, but I'm going to show you how you guess anyway. This same one, even though I know the answer is there. Okay, here's what you do. You guess the first, right? So you're going to guess. You're going to guess what numbers would go here and here that would make 3x squared. That's an easy guess. It's only 3x and x, right? There's no other chance. So 3x and x. Vanessa, we're good so far?
We're good so far.
Okay. You guess the first, and you also guess the last. On this one, the last is tricky, because there's lots of things that multiply to 20. It could be 1 and 20, or it could be 2 and 10, or it could be 4 and 5. And it's really, really tricky. It's really tricky, Jacobo, because look, let's say, like, we know it's 4 and 5, right? But let's say we were going to guess 4 and 5, but what if we put the 4 here? Huh. You know what I'm saying, Alex?
No.
No, like we don't. Like, let's say we're going to start with this. Let's say we're going to guess that maybe this was 4 and this was 5, and that's what made 20. So if I put the 4 there and the 5 there, it's not the right answer. But we're like, I only know that because it's right here, right? So this would be a guess, and you see they're both positive. That makes it easy. So I'm going to check the outside plus the inside. Look at the outside is 12x and the inside is 5x, and they're both positive. That makes 17x, but I need 19x. That's not the right answer.
Should you keep doing that?
Uh-huh. So, but you have to kind of be careful. Like, it can get really frustrating because there's lots of guesses.
Could there be like 2 answers? No?
There's only one answer.
Why would we guess if we can just spoil it though?
What do you mean?
Like, why would we, if you had a problem and you just spoil it instead of...
No. I don't think. So look. You're going to be given this, and you're going to be asked to factor it.
Okay.
Right? I was showing you this because I was trying to get you to remember like the pattern.
Uh-huh.
And we use the pattern to guess. Yeah. Yes, sir.
So we used what we got at first to guess those numbers?
No, this is like, watch. This is like the problem, right? Pretend like we don't know this is here. I gave you this to refresh your memory how it works. And so then when we're guessing, we can go back and see like where these numbers came from. Now you see why I did that? Yeah.
Got it.
Okay. So this doesn't work because that would be 12, not 19, or not 12. It would be 17, not 19. So that just means that guess is wrong. That's all. It's no big deal. So then you try again. I don't have a pencil. If I had a pencil, I would erase the 5 and the 4 and I'd switch them. But I don't have a pencil, so I'm going to do it by hand. And you switch them. Oh, there we go. Now when we check the outside, you see we get 15, and when we check the inside, we get 4, and that's 19. So our answer, that is our answer. I'm going to write it more neatly. You see? Okay. And again, this would be the problem. But this is where the problem comes from, and we're guessing this and checking it to see if we got it right. Whoa! Oh, that was a yawn. You look terrified for a minute. Okay. You got it. Okay. Vanessa, check this out. I'm excited. This is gonna be awesome. This is gonna be awesome. You ready? You ready? Check it out. 5x squared plus 7x plus 2. Now, Isaac, it was funny the other day you asked me what are your chances of passing, right? Yeah, what are your chances of passing right now? Probably not very good at the very moment, right? Come on, focus, get together. I got your back. I'm just here helping you. Isaac, look. We're going to start off with problems where they're the same sign. And what I mean by they, I mean the answer. If this is positive, your signs of your answer are the same. Right? Okay. Now they're the same. They're both going to be positive because these are both positive, right? So here's what you're going to do to guess. You guess the first, right? And then we guess the last.
Okay.
So we have, there's really only 2 possible answers. I don't know which one it is, but here are the 2 possible answers. Do you see what I mean? Because these are the only things that multiply to 2. And these are the only things that multiply to 5x squared. So you just have to check the outside plus the inside of these 2 things to see which one's right. This one is 10 plus 1 is 11. This would give you 11x, and that's not what you need. You need 7. This would give you 5 and 2. That is 7. This is your answer. Priscilla, do you see where we got those numbers? The 5, the 2, the and the 1 and all that? Yeah. And you're literally just guessing. But the method's called guess and check. Not just guess. It's guess and check. Which means if you were to take a quiz on factoring, you should have 100 when you turn it in because you already checked it. Huh. Well, what's your question, Priscilla? No? Okay. Are you guys thinking you're ready to try one? Or should we do one that's got a negative sign first?
Negative.
Negative sign? Vanessa's like negative. Wait, was that negative as in no? Or is negative yes, let's do a negative sign?
Yes, that's a negative.
That's very confusing.
Just give us the problem with the negative.
Just get on with it.
Just give us the problem.
Wow. Okay.
She's fired up.
I know. Okay, so 2x squared plus 5x minus 3. Man, those stupid negative signs, right?
Yeah.
See a negative sign, you gotta slow down. Here's all this means. This means that our answer has different signs. One's gonna be positive, one's gonna be negative. And we don't know which one's which. So this is kind of weird how you check. Because this is negative, you know your signs are different. Which means when you check the oi, you know you're really subtracting. Because one's positive, one's negative. Because that's how you get negative 3. One of the numbers is negative and the other is positive. So Jacobo, that's the only chance for 2x squared, right?
Yeah.
So now the question is, does the 1 go here and the 3 go there? Or does the 3 go here and the 1 go there? And you see how I did not write the signs? Because I don't know what they are. Don't know what the signs are.
I have to get through 1.
Because you're guessing the first two numbers multiply to 2x squared, right? And the last two numbers multiply to 3. So it's 3 and 1 or 1 and 3.
Oh, multiple. Okay.
Yeah, multiple.
Multiple.
Now,
Okay, now.
oh,
Yeah,
what's,
okay, I get it.
what's your question, Vanessa? I'm sorry.
No, I
Oh.
got it now.
Yeah? What was it? I want to know. Would you tell me?
I was doing addition instead of multiplication.
Yeah, that's what he was doing too, right? Yeah. I know.
Yeah,
It's,
yeah.
yeah. Okay. We are going to add. We're going to do the outside,
Uh-huh.
which here would give you 6x, right?
Yeah.
And the inside would give you 1x. But the thing is, remember, they're different signs.
Mhm.
The difference of 6 and 1 is 5. That's actually what we want. That's it.
Yeah.
Whereas here, the outside would be 2x, and the inside would be 3x, but they're different signs. That's 1x. Because they're different signs, because of this. So that's not it. This is it. The only thing we got to figure out is the sign. And Priscilla, you thought the signs were tricky on the other one. They're really tricky on this one. You just got to go slow, though. We need a positive 5, right? So they're subtracting. So if this was negative 6, then that would be a negative 5. Because it would be negative 6 plus 1. So it's
1.
there. That would give you that, right?
Yeah.
6 minus 1 is 5. So the 6 came from the 2 times the 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's got to be the positive.
Mm-hmm.
And the 1's negative, so there's your answer.
And the 1 is negative.
Yeah. So they take a little while. You have to be careful. There's really not like step by step by step. You guess, you check, you think your way through it, and then you got it. Hold up. Jacoba, the thing I like about this method is a couple things. Number one, you get really, really fast at it, but even better, you get really good at multiplying. Because you're checking by multiplying. So you get better at the stuff we learned last week. Yeah. What do you think, Jackie? Can you handle it?
More practice.
But are you going to practice?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Wow, she just lied.
try. I said I'm gonna try.
You're going to get struck by lightning, Alex. It's not even your fault. You're just too close to her. God's going to strike her down with lightning, and you're going to be collateral damage. Jackie, come on now.
I know.
You're letting Alex down. You're making him sad. You don't want to see a sad Alex. Can you imagine a sad Alex? That would be sad. Okay. He has feelings. Right. Okay. Do you want to do one more of these, like me walking you through it, or are you ready to try some? You tell me.
Yeah.
One more? One more. Okay. Let's do one more. Por favor. Ooh, here, this one's going to be ay que feo. All right. 3x squared minus 25x minus 28. Whew. Okay. This one's a little trickier because there's a couple things that multiply to 28, right?
Yes.
Also, that's negative, which means our signs are opposite, right? So these kind you have to be really careful. So check it out. 3x and x, no problem. That's easy. That's the only possible guess for this one. Vanessa, are we good so far?
We're good so far.
Good so far. Okay.
Yes.
Look, even if you're not understanding these all the way through, when you're practicing, you have to go as far as you can until you get stuck, and then get help. If you're like, I don't know how to do the whole thing, so you don't start, you'll never get it. You have to get as far as you can before you get help. Okay, now we're going to guess 28. 20, and I do not know the answer.
Oh yeah, because you have to, whatever has to multiply to 28, it has
Right.
to add to the 25.
So it's 1 and 28 maybe, or 2 and 14, or 4 and 7. I know what it is. It's 4 and 7. You know why I know it's 4 and 7?
Why?
Ugh, I hate my life. 4 times 7 is 28, right? Minus 3. No. Wait, I don't think that's it. I think it's 1 and 28. Oh man, I've done these a lot. Oh, okay. It's not 4 and 7. It's not 4 and 7. I'll show you why. Man, this is one thing that's. Sam, have you ever tried to teach somebody how to tie shoes?
No, someone had to teach me.
Right, but you never. She's had to teach somebody how to tie shoes. It's super hard to do because you know it really well, and you can do it without thinking, right? And then the temptation is they're struggling with it. Smack their hand, tie their shoes so they can go to school. That's the temptation. So I was like, I didn't know the answer. I was thinking my way through it, and I've done so many. It's kind of an automatic thought. So I was here's what I thought. I thought 4, 7, and 4. Like that's what my instinct was telling me. Because 21 and 4 is, you see what I'm talking about? 21 and 4 is 25. But here's the problem with that. They're different signs. Right? Alex. They're different signs though. That's 17, not 25. That's not right. Do you see what I'm doing? So Vanessa, I'm just using 4 and 7 to just guess, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know if the 7 or the 4 goes either place. It could be completely wrong. So I'm just going to start guessing this one. And then I check the outside, which is 21. The inside is 4. They're different signs, so you subtract those two numbers in 17, not 25. So this is wrong.
Yeah.
Now the 7 and 4 might be right. They're not. But they might be right, but they're not. They might be right. You don't know they're not, and if I didn't tell you, so you switch them. Right? Check again. Outside is 12. The inside is 7. That does not make 25. This difference is 5, not 25. So I can say 4 and 7, no good. For sure. Yeah, Eminem? Eminem, do you see for this one, there's 6 possible guesses. There's 2 for this one. We just tried them both. There's 2 for this one, and there's 2 for this one. So let's try these. You ready? So let's do 3, x. Okay, now 14 and 2. 3 times 14 is 42. 42 and 2 is not 25, is it? You see, I didn't write it down. I kind of did it in my head, right? 42 and 2, that the difference of that is not 25. No way. So if I switched them, I get 6 and 14, and that's not 25 either. We're taking our time. We're going slow. There's a lot of guesses, but you see, it really doesn't take that long. You do have to be patient with yourself. Sometimes you guess right away, first guess, perfect, and sometimes you of course, it's always going to be your last guess, right? But it's going to be the last possible guess before you get it right. Okay, Alex. Oh boy. So 21, 28, and 1. Now look, 28 times 3 is way bigger than 25. So I don't think that 28 is going to go here. I don't want to multiply 3 and 28. So I think it's going to go here. in like that. Now the outside, you see the outside is 3 and the inside is 28, and the difference of those two is 25. Almost done. Almost done. We need 25 and we need it to be a negative 25. So this is how I do it. This has to be negative, right? So if that's negative, then this has to be positive and that has to be negative.
And then that's what you
The
put.
28 came from here and here, right?
28 is negative.
And this has to be positive because it's a 3 that's positive. There. That's your answer. That's tricky. I know it's tricky. That's why you can't get distracted when you're trying it. Yeah.
Is there a way we can just skip this one?
Yeah, you can. You can get a 0 on all of it. No problem. Completely voluntary. Yeah. Whatever you want, Alex. Whatever you want. Okay, look, here's what we're going to do. We're going to try just 2, and that's it. Because I'm not expecting you to know this completely just yet. Okay? We're going to try just 2. But, Alex, before we do those 2, look, here's the section in the book. It's chapter 4.2. And these kinds of problems start on number 23. And they go all the way through 34. There's 11 of them right there, right away.
What's this now? Homework?
These are things you could practice if you...
Oh, okay.
Because we're going to do a take-home quiz today. And I don't expect you to... we're going to do this again next week, because this is tricky. But next week, if you have an idea how to do them, it's going to go way fast. You're going to be like, I got this. So we're going to practice 2 right now. You ready, Alex? All right, here we go. What's your favorite quadratic equation?
There's so many to pick from. I really don't have a favorite.
You don't have a favorite? Love them all?
Yeah, I love them all.
Love them all equally, huh? Huh. Wow. Okay. So it could be maybe, right? It could be maybe 2x squared plus 9x.
Are they all going to start with 1x squared or some number x squared?
Yes.
All of them are going to start with
Like for what we're doing right now, yeah.
Okay.
There's other kinds of equations, but we're just working on the x squared ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Minus 11, that one? That's your favorite? Well, not your favorite, but that one's
Maybe like top 5.
the top 5? Yeah, I gotcha. And then we're going to do one that's similar, okay? Uh-huh. There we go. Come on, Carlos, you got to do this, buddy. Come on, Home Depot. You need to bring a whole bucket of let's do it. 'Cause that's what the buckets say on them, right? Don't they say let's do it? Right? That's what they say, right? Yeah, let's do it, all right? Let's do it. Come on, Alex, focus. What's up with Bobo?
So I'm stuck on the first part.
Yeah.
Is it always going to be when you take out the 2 numbers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it always going to be the
The one with the X and X?
Could be. Not always, because like these have all been like 2s. There's just 2 times 1, right? But if it was 4, then it could be like 2 times 2 or 4 times 1.
So I have to like kind of guess it.
But these are both 2, so it's easy.
Oh, okay. Right. Thank you.
But yeah, you're welcome. Remember, Jacobo, math is like dating, so we're taking our time. We're going to get to those like next week.
Okay.
But for today, just be a little easier.
It's the first date.
Yeah, first date.
That one? This is a pencil. Lend me a pen. How would I
Who's got the first one? No problem.
You have 2x minus 11 and then x plus 1.
Ooh, I think it should be plus 11. Do you want to think it should be plus 11? Plus 9. See what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not even good. But that's okay. It's an easy mistake to make, right?